Hi, Thomas Mancala here with a video idea that I don't think anybody has ever tried before. Today I'm going to be doing a tier list video. I love weird news articles, so I thought it would be fun to put some of the ones that I've collected into a tier list. So here are some of the weirdest news articles that I found. This one just leaves me with a lot of questions. Bernie, my guy, how are you going to use abortion to fight climate change? I mean, I guess if it works, it works. All in all, I'd say this is a solid A-tier news headline. Moving on, we have a Georgia death row inmate has asked to be executed by firing squad. And I mean, if that's what he wants, I guess give the man what he wants. This one I think it would be fair to put in the B tier. And if you disagree, that's too bad, because this is my video and my tier list. Next we have this one from TMZ. And that's just dang impressive. 15 feet is really high. I think she deserves to be in the A tier. Alright, now we got Flat Earther Mad Mike Hughes dies in homemade rocket crash in mission to prove planet wasn't round. It's too bad that he died, because I would really like to know the answer to that. I guess we'll never know. For his valiant efforts and great sacrifice for the scientific community, I think Mad Mike Hughes deserves to be in the A tier. Moving on, we've got Ohio police remove alligator living in man's basement for 25 years. Come on guys, let a man have his gator. This headline is more sad than anything. I think we'll put it in the C tier. Oh, BuzzFeed, what would we do without you? I love that little sentence right under the main headline there. I think this one deserves to be in B tier. B for BuzzFeed. Alright, this one might be my favorite on the entire list. 154 pounds of bologna seized at Mexican border by US Customs officials. I love everything about this. Why would they be trying to sneak in 154 pounds of the worst meat? Not only that, why do they need to smuggle it in? I guess if I had that much, I'd be more embarrassed than anything. But I just love to imagine this scenario going on. This headline is the one that inspired me to make this tier list. So because of that, and just how ridiculous it is, I think there's no better place for it than S tier. Alright, I'm gonna let you try to read this one first. Alright, here I go. Young and the Restless and One Life to Live star Roscoe Bourne dies at 69. First off, nice. Well, not nice, because he died. Second off, reading that is like walking up the stairs and tripping on every single step. I think because of the wording and just how difficult it is for my brain to understand, this one belongs in the D tier. This one I saved exclusively for the word narcosubs. I just think it's a funny word. So because narcosubs is a funny word, I'll put it in the B tier. Alright, next we've got Good Morning America reporter provides latest proof that nobody's wearing pants anymore. Look guy, if you're gonna roll the dice on live TV like that, make sure you're not gonna get caught. I think this one belongs right in the C tier. C for coronavirus. Another gator article, and on this channel we like gators. I just love how it says, she saw the alligator in the pond and was fascinated by the alligator. Too bad she got murked. I think this one deserves a B tier. And from the BuzzFeed of sports comes this. I'm not really sure why I saved this one. It's not that great. I think I'll just throw it in D tier. Next from CNN we've got Brian May hospitalized after injuring buttocks in over-enthusiastic gardening incident. I love how over-enthusiastic is in quotes. Like they're just kinda skeptical. Nah, that was just regular enthusiastic, not overly. I think this one's earned a spot in B tier. And from the SB Nation of news companies comes this one. Did I put this one in here just so I could show you Jim Carrey's weird paintings? Yes. They're just so strange that they might actually warrant their own video. They certainly aren't bad, they're just strange. So thank you BuzzFeed for bringing Jim Carrey's paintings to my attention. For that, you get a B tier placement. How to make peace with the world's deadliest bears. Let me save you an entire news article. You can't. If you could make peace with them, they wouldn't be the world's deadliest. So for even trying to suggest that we could make peace with them, they're going straight to the D tier. This next one is pretty sad, so I just want to warn you guys. Hitler's alligator dies in Moscow Zoo at the age of 84. Now look, I don't care who the alligator's parents were. I like alligators. And any alligator named Saturn deserves to be right in the S tier, regardless of who raised it. You will be missed. Here we got one from Fox News. Christian band responds to its lead singer saying he no longer believes in God. On the one hand, it's kind of funny, but on the other hand, it's kind of sad. I think we'll just put this one in C tier and move on. Next, from CNN, we've got What's in a Name? California restaurant agrees to a change amid national unrest. So in reading the article further, it turns out their name was accidentally a racial slur. Wait a minute. There's 6 letters. What was the restaurant's original name? I don't really know where to put this one on the list. I think I'll just put it in C tier. Alright, we finally get one that features Tucker Carlson. Out of all the things to be upset about right now, or I guess during that, and also now, I don't think Elmo and his dad should be very high on that list, or even anywhere near that list. But for being a wacky article, I'll put it in the A tier. Our first one from National Geographic. Mysterious crocodile relative may have walked on 2 legs. Come on, National Geographic, we already knew dinosaurs existed. Stay with it. This one's tough because it points out the obvious, but it also features a crocodile which is a lot like an alligator. I'm sorry, your crocodile can't save you. This one's going in D tier, for dinosaur. Fox News blessing us with yet another amazing headline. Louisiana man charged after swim in Bass Pro Shop aquarium, reports. Now, for those who have never been to a Bass Pro Shop or a Cabela's or any of those stores like that, I would highly recommend going, actually. They're quite a thing to behold. Now, for those who don't know, Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's feature, usually in the center of their store, this just gigantic mountain. I mean, it's obviously not as big as a real mountain, but for a mountain inside of a store, it's a big one. And on this mountain, there's a bunch of animals and stuff. Not like live animals, but stuffed ones. And at the bottom of the mountain, they kind of had this water feature that actually has live fish in it. And so I imagine that's what he went swimming in. But then also, there are other aquariums around the store. So it could have been one of those too. If you've never been to a Bass Pro, and I keep saying Cabela's because it's owned by the same company and basically the same store, I would highly recommend going. Even if hunting and fishing and outdoor stuff isn't your thing, it's just kind of cool to see. But anyway, back to the tier list. I think this one deserves to be an A tier. Now this one I found immediately after the previous one, so that was a good day. Topless UK woman helps save family from drowning, report says. What a hero. I think for the topless UK woman's act of bravery, she also deserves to be in the A tier. Alright, next we've got a biking one, and of course it happened in Florida. Florida bicyclist, 62, injured in collision with an iguana. It says here that he was required to get stitches in his head. Iguanas aren't that big. I feel like even hitting one with a bike you'd be okay. I hope the iguana was okay. They're like mini alligators. I think this one's a B tier headline. And yet another one from Fox News. Man loses penis to infection. Doctor builds new one on arm. This is one of the few that I actually kind of read the article. And oh my gosh, it gets so much better. Included is a photo, blurred of course, but you can get an idea of the size. But it gets even better, or at least for us. Because of the whole COVID situation, he's not able to get the surgery to put it, where it belongs. So he's just got a peen stuck to his arm. That's hilarious for us, but not if you're that guy. So for his troubles, I think I'll put him in the S tier. He deserves it. This is just one of those make you feel good articles. This golden retriever had the time of his life visiting dolphins at a Florida aquarium. Any headline that features both dogs and dolphins deserves to be in the S tier, especially in a time like this. This next one's sponsored by the Coast Guard. Shark. Coast Guard opens fire on predator lurking while crew swims to relax. This one's kind of sad because I like sharks. They're like fish alligators. So I think I'm going to put this one in the C tier. This one I found on Snapchat one day. A serial killer, but he was shockingly boring. Look guys, it's not a contest to see who can be the most interesting serial killer. Isn't being a serial killer interesting enough? I mean, I wouldn't know, I'm not a serial killer, but I think we'll just put this one in C tier too. Alright, another one from Fox News. North Carolina animal abuse laws don't cover fish. Man who abandoned pet sees charges dropped, DA says. How do you abandon a fish? Do you just, take it from your aquarium and put it in a lake? Because if that's the case, I think we've got bigger issues than animal abuse. Not saying that animal abuse isn't a big issue, but invasive species are. I think this one should go in B tier. It's just not quite A tier material. Alright, next up we've got another animal-themed headline. 80 reptiles caught in Super Bowl Burmese python hunt. This one really reminds me of Whacking Day from The Simpsons. I'd be more mad, but I know that Burmese pythons are actually kind of bad, so we'll put this in the B tier for Burmese python. Alright, this next headline is just more proof that Gen Z is the funniest generation to ever exist. TikTok teens reserve Trump Tulsa tickets with no plans to go. Absolutely savage. I think that one goes straight to A tier. Eat your heart out, boomers. Alright, this next one from The Guardian is pretty good. Please, for the love of God, do not vote for my dad, Republican's daughter voices opposition. That's pretty bad when your own child says not to vote for you. I love how he just sidesteps it and says, oh, it's because of her socialist university. That's like an instant red flag to me. If anyone who says, like, liberal university or socialist university instantly triggers my fight or flight. I wonder if that daughter got grounded for that. You ruined daddy's political career. Go to your room. Good on her, though. I think she deserves to be in the A tier. For sticking up to her dad. Alright, this next one from Fox News. Ultra black fish discovered in depths of ocean, new study says. Come on, guys. That's just Oscar from Shark Tale. I think I'll just put this one in B tier. Next up from CBS News, we have Dog mesmerized by dolphins. Like I said earlier, any headline that features dog and dolphins, instant S tier. I bet you didn't think we'd need to use that criteria again. Alright, next up, we've got Tourist in Venice pushed off boat by other passengers for refusing to wear a mask, video shows. Look, if you aren't going to wear a mask, you can walk the plank. Good on them, that's A tier stuff. Alright, and our last one. From ABC News. Alleged Boogaloo member arrested for treat against public health official. I don't know what a Boogaloo is, but it's a funny name. If I had to guess, it's probably something racist. So I just looked it up, and I was right. It is for something racist. Come on, guys, this is Marketing 101. If you want people to take your cause seriously, have a serious name. Also, I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be threat. Come on, guys. Check your spelling. Could you imagine being the person that did that? That oh no moment? Alright, because it's racist though, it's going in the D tier, where everything racist belongs. Alright, that wraps up this tier list. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. And if you disagree with any of the placements on this list, also let me know. I won't do anything about it, but I'd like to know. I had a lot of fun making this, and I might do another one of these in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.